Okay, so here we have enlargements. So when we enlarge a figure, we need to know two things. So we need to know the centre of enlargement and also the scale factor k. So the centre of enlargement is the point from where the enlargement is constructed, and the scale factor k is the number by which the object is enlarged. So here I have a few different examples. Okay, so what I have here is I have enlarge a triangle ABC by a scale factor of 3 with a centre of enlargement O. Right, so here's my triangle and I need to enlarge it. Okay, so I'm going to go through this example. Okay, this is my finished product. Okay, so this here is my triangle ABC and this is my centre of enlargement O. Okay, so I was told that's my centre of enlargement. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to draw rays from O through each of the vertices of the shape. Okay, right, so it needs to go O to A. Then I need to draw another vertex from O to B. And then the last one I need to do is I need to draw a vertex from O to C. Okay, so then using my compass I need to measure the distance from O to A. So I get my compass, I place it at O and I measure to A. Right, then I go along here, go up to A and I mark here, go up here and I mark here. I just about have enough room to get, because I was told my scale factor is 3, so the distance from here to here is 1, here to here is 2, here to here is 3. That's my scale factor, because remember at O that's where my centre of enlargement is. Okay, so I didn't leave myself much room. Okay, once I've that done, okay, so the distance from O to A, and we're going to call this A dash. Okay, right, so distance from O to A dash is 3 times O to A. Okay, so it's 3 times, this is 1, 2, 3. Then what I need to do is I need to use my compass again and I need to find the distance O to B. Okay, right, so I get my compass here, O to B. Okay, right, because my scale factor is 3, I go along and I mark a point here, so that's 1. And that's 2. Okay, right, so what I do then is I label this point B dash. Okay, so this is going to be my new point, B dash. Okay, right, so that the distance from O to B dash is 3 times the distance from O to B. So here I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, the last thing I need to do then is what I need to do is I need to use a compass and I need to find O to C. And I need to mark off my new point. Okay, so I go along, do the exact same here. So I go O to C. Okay, so that's 1, 2. I didn't leave enough room. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to use it. We're going to say this example was as if the scale factor was just 2 instead. Okay, so this is going to be my A dash. This is going to be my B dash. And then this is going to be my C dash. Okay, so the scale factor is now 2 instead of 3 because I didn't leave myself enough room on the page to complete it. Okay, so now what I've done is I have all my new points, okay, and I now need to draw the triangle A dash B dash C dash. Okay, so then the triangle A dash B dash C dash is the image of the triangle ABC under the required enlargement. Okay, right, so A to B to C. Okay, so this triangle and this triangle, so this is twice the size of this triangle here because I've used the scale factor 2. If I had enough room on my page and did my scale factor 3, it would have been 3 times the size of that triangle. Okay, So the next one that we're going to do is we're asked to enlarge the rectangle PQ or S by a scale factor of a half with a centre of enlargement O. Okay, so this is what the finished product is going to look like. One key thing that you need to note here is that it says that its scale factor is of a half. If the scale factor is less than 1, your shape is going to turn out to be smaller than your original shape, okay? If it's greater than 1, it's going to be larger than your original shape, but what we're going to have here is we're going to actually see that my new construction is actually going to be smaller than my original construction. So here what I have is I have it drawn out, okay? So I have P, Q, R and S and my centre here of enlargement, which is O. Right, so as the last one, the first thing that I need to do is I need to draw a rays from A through each of the vertex of the shape. Okay, so that's my first step completed. I've drawn rays through each of my vertices there. Then what I have to do is I have to use my compass and I have to measure the distance from O to P. Okay, so I get my compass and I measure the distance from O to P, like so. Okay, then what I have to do is I have to find out what that distance actually is using a ruler. So then when I'm using my ruler, I put my compass down here in front of it and here. And I find out, okay, so that the distance is actually 5 centimetres. Okay, because my scale factor is half, I need to get a half of 5. So my half of 5 is going to be 2.5. So I go along here and I get half it, okay, and I go to my centre of enlargement. This here is my first point, and I call that P dash. I need to repeat this step for all the sides here. Okay, so then what I have to do is I have to go from O to Q. So I get my compass again and I measure the distance from O to Q. And I put it up to my ruler and I get that my measurement is 11 centimetres. So I have to go half of 11. So half of 11 is going to be 5.5. So I go to my ruler again and I measure 5.5. Because my scale factor is a half, so it's going to be smaller. And then I'm going to be using this line here for Q because this is its ray Q. And I go to my centre of enlargement and I mark off the point Q. So this here now is going to be my Q dash. Okay, I'm going to do the same from O to S. So I'm measuring out O to S and I measure here and I get that that's 5. So that means I have to go half again, so I go to 2.5. And which we would have expected to get anyway because opposite sides in a rectangle are equal. So I'm going O to S and I just put my little marker here. So this new point here is called my S dash. Now I want to do my O to R. So I measure my distance from O to R. We would be expecting to get 11 again. And then I put it up here. And we've got 11 again, so I need to go to 5.5 and like so, and I'm going, because it's R, I need to make sure that I'm cutting the right line. So I go to my centre, to my R here, and I call that point R dash. Then what I need to do, my last step here, is I need to connect all the points.